Small group leaders, thanks for joining us for another week. I taught a class this week called I Knew You Were Trouble When. And this class was all about talking about conflict and how when it's not dealt with, just like that, then we will run into our soul slowly slipping. Man, try saying that 3 times.
Soul slowly slipping.
There
Soul
you go.
slowly slipping.
Just 2. All right, when Jesus talked about it, he talked about it in terms not as if, but when conflict arises in our life. And Jesus talks about very being immediate when addressing it, because he knows that if we're not in tune with God's people, then we also can't be in tune with God. So this week I talked about people making sure that they don't believe this narrative of false peace, that they're the type of people that when something happens to them or something arises, they don't just let it run over them or act like it's not a big deal and just absorb it and think that they're doing something worthy, but they actually address the conflict that is in their lives and address moments where they're hurt. And then lastly, I asked people to figure out what's that one person that they can address this week with the conflict that is in their lives, and ask, how am I approaching this and why am I approaching this? So Sarah, what's some questions to go with this?
We got the big 3 questions. Okay, so Zane talked about in class about this thing called emotional allergy. Definition, please, Zane.
Yeah, so like an intense reaction when somebody wrongs or does something to you. Think about the thing that gets on your nerves the most.
So be thinking about that and find out who has an emotional allergy and what is an example of that in their lives. Number 2, what are those people that are closest to you? What would they say about how you deal with conflict? Are you the type that avoids it and runs in the opposite direction? Do you blame other people? Do you get sarcastic, or do you just shut down and get really quiet? Shut down. Number 3, the last but not least is, who is somebody in your life that you need to address with whatever conflict is going on between y'all? Who is that person, and what is your plan for going about doing that? So if you answer those 3 questions in group, you will have a wonderful time. So we're excited for you to have a great week this week. Aren't we, Zane?
Yep. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Bye.